Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's the weekend and I am filming a video because yesterday I've been working on the FD car. A little quick update here. This thing is going really well. We've changed a ton of stuff. We're not gonna have any belt slipping issues anymore. The alternator's on this side now and a whole bunch of fancy stuff. I'll give you guys an update in the FD video coming next weekend, and you can also see the power steering's now moved over here. Also, behind the tire wall, I know a lot of you guys have been asking what I'm hiding. Not hiding anything, they're just all the tires for the next FD round. Something to do with the car behind that, which is the abandoned S15, is these just arrived from a secret stock stash at Nissan. I'm pretty excited. We've got a lot more parts. There's still a few more coming, and then we can get straight into this project and get the whole front end replaced. But as you can see, all the panels are all starting to come in, everything that we need to fix that thing good. But today's video is all about this thing. So, we need to sort out the supercharger. It is so loud and it has pretty much died the same way that every other one of these has died on YouTube. We had to take the belt off the charger because we started finding that there's a ton of plastic inside the intercooler. You may not be able to see it. I don't know if I can get it to work. If you can see in there, it's all black and that's all plastic fragments, because if you look on the other side, it's all clean. The fact that this is all black, that's all plastic. Luckily, I had the intercooler on there because that acted as a filter and kept that from going into the engine. But it got me thinking about these superchargers, right? Normally stuff that you find on Chinese marketplaces are copies and replicas and they're cheap, right? And normally they're not as good as the original. So I started doing some research. Where are these superchargers from? And then I discovered they're actually on a K car, a Pleo, a Subaru, I think it was, Subaru Pleo maybe? And then I found out that genuine superchargers of the AMR 500 are on Yahoo auction for less than $50. And I was mind blown. So what I have in this box behind me is a genuine AMR 500. The genuine factory seal and everything's on it, and it came off a Pleo. And I'm super excited because I'm gonna be ripping off the fake, crazy loud one off that car and putting the new one on, which actually comes with a bigger pulley, the correct pulley that should be on there. So anyways, let's pull it out of the box and let's compare the two. Also, the spare supercharger I bought is already broken out of the box. If you guys remember when I showed you guys this, I thought it felt weird. Well, when you turn it, it stops there and seizes pretty much. It stops there and seizes up. So I'm gonna end up sending these ones back. Luckily, Temu support and the return system there is actually pretty good. So we should be able to get our money back for both of these when I attach photos of what's happened to this one, because they're just not manufactured correctly. The tolerances inside of the plastic blades, they're just not working. And even though I've used this and tested it, I feel like I'm still entitled to a refund with that, but we'll see what they think. I don't know. Do you guys think I should get my money back for that? Because these things were 200 bucks a pop. Genuine ones are like 50 bucks. I can't believe that. Anyways, I'm definitely talking too much. Let's compare the two. Give me the goods, baby. Never cut towards yourself. This is so hard. I need my... so we can... No one's here to help me film. Maybe I should hold the camera with my left hand and do this with my right hand. And through the middle. Woo! Let's see what we got, baby. This is the pulley that's supposed to be on it. Look at that bad boy. So much bigger than the one. Okay, we need to compare the two. So get a load of this. I'm already noticing some pretty big differences. The pulley size difference is pretty crazy. Look how small this is compared to that. What a difference. So that's gonna make this thing run so much better. And we've got a genuine one. This actually feels really consistent and good. Like I said, this one's jamming up and doing weird things. Yeah, I really actually, hang on, I got the 4PK pulley here, which is the same size as this pulley actually. I'll put that on top of that so you guys can see the difference. So here's the 4PK pulley that we're running on the car currently. And as you can see, it's the same size as the 6PK one that's on this. Look at the difference. That's pretty big. That's a pretty massive difference. So that's gonna definitely mean less boost, which the car will be much happier with. The next thing I wanna check is, what on earth is this intake system on here? Actually, it's really cool. Obviously, this is for the original car and how it's meant to be. And maybe this has some kind of bypass or restrictor or something in here. You can see there's actually a bypass pipe here that pumps it back into the intake. But yeah, I'm curious to see, one, what this is, and 2, if the blades are plastic or not in the genuine one. And also we know this is genuine because look at that. ASIN, or ASIN, I don't know how to pronounce that, AMR 500, the original proper sticker that's on here. Maybe hard to see. There you go. I'm gonna give this thing a clean and put some fresh oil in it as well. But let's pull these off and have a look at the blades. Ooh, that popped. Oh, what the hell? That could be a problem. That could be a big problem. It needs cleaning. I think it's got water and oil in it somehow. Oh yeah, a lot of water and oil inside. But the rotors appear to be maybe metal, not plastic. Oh, I'm excited. Hang on, we need to drain this because it seems like this has just been full of water and oil from sitting outside for a bit, and it's definitely got some sludge in there. I hope everything's okay. I mean, I'm confident that it will be. I've cleaned this thing up a little bit. Luckily, the insides look really, really good. The first thing I'm noticing is this doesn't look like plastic to me. It looks like maybe some kind of like aluminum, cast aluminum or something, the blades inside. It's still kind of like a darkish gray, but they're not black. And if you tap them, it sounds very, very solid. It doesn't feel like plastic or anything. There's no like scoring or anything in there. You can see it's still a little wet with the parts cleaner, but there's no like crazy scoring. Like if I wipe everything off there, it's like perfect. The one that's inside that is just messed up. And if you have a look at this, look, it's like soft plastic and it binds up on itself. Look at that. It's terrible. Plastic, you can actually feel it. It's like it's almost like soft. This doesn't feel like that at all. I don't know if it's plastic. It doesn't look like it. Look how silvery it is. I don't know, it could be like some kind of cast. My magnet doesn't stick to it though, so it's either aluminum or something else. Could still be plastic, I don't know, but it looks good to me. The charger looks amazing considering that this is a used one off the Pleo, but it's a genuine one and it's in great condition. It was full of oil and a bit of water, cleaned it all up. Luckily it was actually not damaged whatsoever by the looks of things. I'm gonna pop the oil cap off and we'll just see what the oil condition's like. I doubt this thing's ever been kind of serviced. Probably just came straight off a K car, a blown up engine or one that got wrecked or something like that. But I think this is gonna make a big difference. The bigger pulley, everything is gonna just make this car run so much better, and one that actually isn't destroying itself and pumping plastic into the engine is gonna be a big one too. So while checking the condition of the genuine one, I discovered something different about the back of them and most likely the shafts too. You can see here that these are more of like a billet machined kind of wheel, and you can also see just the machining is a little different. Look at this, these are cast wheels, and I want to actually check the size of them because they do look a little bit different. Looking at that, we're at 65 on the dot. Looking at that, 65 as well. This one, 65 too. Okay, so they do appear to be the same size gears. The shafts though do appear to be a little different. Let's have a look here, but that could also just be tricks of the eyes. Ah, they are. A couple mil. Otherwise, insides look great. I'm gonna slap this thing back together, top it up with oil, and we should be good to go. This I'm gonna put back in the box and we're gonna send it back to the seller and say, sorry buddy, this thing's broken because it just seizes halfway through its rotation. Let's get this on the K car, enough kind of comparing the two. I got the knockoff supercharger off the K car now, and I think we took this thing off at the right time because there's actually cracks in the impellers. I'm so glad we got this thing off. Look at that. Might be hard to see on camera, but there's cracks in the impeller and it binds and locks, and you can see all the plastic that's been shaving off and delaminating. It's bad. Oof. It's crunchy too. It's not good. Oh. She's broke. Definitely a manufacturing issue. These are just not toleranced correctly. Oh my gosh, the grooves when you run your finger on that is next level. definitely not gonna last long. So I'm gonna be trying to send this back, try and get some money back towards the budget of this thing. Because if the genuine one is only 50 bucks with the correct size pulley and the correct impellers, the stronger impellers and the correct clearancing, and I bought a spare one, that's like $400 that we can get back. Because these are like $200 and something each, not even including shipping. So if I can get my money back for both of these, we're winning. So we're gonna now bolt this on. And what's actually kind of cool is this actually came with gaskets, so I can put some gaskets on this now, which is awesome. Before I was just using a bunch of silicone. So we can use some gaskets and it should be good.
A few moments later.
So we're at Up Garage because I realized that I need a bigger belt. With the bigger pulley, it is way too small. So we need to get a new one, and I'm hoping Up Garage has something on the shelf. Otherwise we're screwed. I can't actually believe this, but in the scrap section here, everything here is like 200 yen. There's the exact belt size that I need, a 4PK 730. What a freaking score. Up Garage for the win. Although, usually this is not the case for sure. This is very weird in the scrap pile. Everything here is like a couple bucks, maybe $1 for everything. Yeah, like bottom row's 500 yen, 330 yen for this row. To find the exact belt that I need is wild. When I went and looked at the shelving and they had nothing close to what I needed. Chances of that are awesome. So apparently that box there was only 110 yen. That's not even like 80 cents. That's crazy. Yo, there's a bunch of sick cars. Look at the 1VR. Dang, that looks cool. Set up for a bit of time attack. He's got semi-slicks on that, dang. Wait, isn't this Elbow's car? So I'm feeling pretty lucky today after we got that belt win at Up Garage. But I've got everything bolted on, everything sealed up. We are ready to go. Also, I did see all the comments of everyone saying, you know, don't put this thing here. It's gonna suck up dirt and everything. Guys, we do have a pod filter on here. I am gonna put one of those water prevention bags on there. But just so you know, this is just because this is pretty much the only way that we can make an intake work. It'll be okay. I just don't care. This whole engine cost 140 bucks, so don't stress about it, all right? We're gonna be okay. Also, I don't think I'm gonna be driving this much in the wet. But anyways, like I said, I'll put one of those bags on it that you get from K&N, just like these ones here, and this stops water, dirt, dust, anything from going in there, even if it makes it past the filter itself. But that aside, let's start this thing up. You guys remember how loud this thing was? Let's see what it's like now. Oh, that's weird. That's a little bit better. Still a little noisy, but nowhere near as bad. I can actually hear myself think now. That's pretty good. The blow-off valve doing its job. That's what that hissing noise is. Damn, this thing runs good now. And it's actually pretty decent. Oh, let's plug in our boost gauge real quick so we can see what it's making. I'm not gonna lie, it sounds pretty good. Yeah, that's actually good. It seems like it's only revving just below 0.5. This seems really drivable. This actually might be good. Listen to this thing idling right now. It loves it. Dang, it sounds good. My little belt setup's working well. A little squeaky sometimes, but I think it does the job. That little like noise is the blow-off valve here. I think once we get the ECU, I can tighten the spring on that and it'll actually work really, really well. Because right now, unless you really punch the throttle, it's it's pretty, it creates a bit of a boost leak at the moment, even on throttle a little bit, because it's pretty loose. But at least that helps the car run somewhat. And it definitely has made a little bit of a difference. Anyways, I think what I want to do is put this back together and see if we can go for a little drive and just see if it drives better than what it did before. We're about to go for a drive and see what this thing can do. It's wild because the sound that you hear right now is intake sound from the pod filter and just air coming out of the blow-off valve. Like, that's from the pod filter. And then that hissing sound is just from the blow-off valve letting out a little bit of boost that it's generating. And it's not heating up anywhere near as bad as what the other one did, although that thing was pretty much rubbing two sticks together, two plastic massive sticks together, so I'm not surprised it was generating a ton of heat. Anyways, let's go for our drive. It drives totally normal, not a single problem anymore. Okay, so we still have the boosting issue where once it gets too high in boost, it doesn't want to go too crazy, but let's just cruise around. Not bad. It's actually pretty zippy. It sounds really cool. It's pretty quick. It's not that loud too. You can obviously hear the supercharger whine a little bit through the intake, but that's about it. Not too bad. Let's get out on the main road. I'm very comfortable with how this is driving. All right, so the moment it makes boost, it bucks. Yeah, okay, it doesn't want to make boost. Just a little bit, like 2 or 3 PSI is fine. I wonder if we try getting the turbo map sensor, if we change that. But I obviously need to get an AFR gauge on this for sure. Honestly, I think I'll just skip all of that and go straight to a link. We could also try putting like the turbo ECU on this, but the problem is that the only turbo editions of this were automatic in this particular model Wagon R. So we'd end up putting an automatic ECU in, and I don't think that would work with the current wiring loom. And I mean, we're manual. We don't want to go to anything else. It's quick, even when we're only running like 0 to 1 PSI. It's not bad. It's really good, actually. So there you guys go. I think we've accomplished massive progress today on this supercharged nug bucket of a car. I know, like, it's kind of a meme, it's kind of a joke. I'm just having fun with this car, but like I said, I wanted to relive the stuff that I used to get up when I was young and started getting into cars and just relive that funness about cheap builds, cheap fun. And literally, guys, once again, I just want to clarify, everything right now for this car is going to be under $2,000. I think the whole car total with, you know, purchasing it and everything, we're still not even above like 1,600 bucks. I have a link ECU and a bunch of sensors and stuff coming. All of that's coming if we can recoup the money off these after filing returns, because these are both junk. We should be sitting pretty good, and we'll still have a bunch of budget left to maybe try and find some wheels. I think we can find some wheels or something for this thing for under 500 bucks, and then maybe some suspension and coilovers or something. Other than the link and being able to tune the car properly for the next big mod on this car, what do you guys want to see me do next, and what should we spend our budget on? I don't really know if there's much more after that, like I said, coilovers and wheels, but I'm curious to know if you guys have any thoughts. Also, what do you think about this thing? Is this like helping you guys out? I know the economy sucks right now, but I think we can all agree we need something fun like this with the boys, or, you know, the friends and stuff to be able to hang out. At the end of the day though, if there's anything you've learned from these videos, is do not buy these off any online marketplace, the cheap, crappy ones. Just buy a used one with the genuine sticker on it that says Eisen, or Eisen, I don't know how to pronounce it, but you need the genuine one. We've proven that today, that's for sure. So definitely don't buy these and you'll be fine. And you can have some fun. And also, it's not loud. It's great. It's freaking great. Also, I'm pretty sure I can put this vent back in here with a little bit of shaving and you will never even know what's oh, except for this. Damn it. that's the one thing that people are going to be able to realize what's going on a little bit. Maybe not. Maybe people will just think it's a fake dummy one. I don't know. But guys, I hope you're enjoying this so far. I can't wait for the link. I've shared this before, but my goal is to get super comfortable with tuning cars. And this is a really great opportunity for me because if I make a mistake with the tune and I blow it up, I don't care. It's a $140 engine. And that's the best thing about it. And that's the best way to learn. So guys, thanks for watching. Like, comment, share, subscribe. There is 1 week left to get yourself the Racing Team pack and pre-order that. It's never gonna be sold again, this pack. If you wanna support us at Formula Drift Japan, the best way to do that is to grab this pack. Go to SAMMIT.net, grab the pack, a brand new shirt with the Demon Slayer sun breathing style livery and all that kind of stuff. It's the best shirt we've ever made, as well as some other new items that we haven't made before, all included in the pack. Make sure you go check it out, SAMMIT.net. And with that, I'll see you all in the next one. Enjoy my terrible karaoke. Peace.
He said, son, when you grow up, would you be the savior of the broken, the beaten, and the damned? He said, will you defeat them? You